Hello friends, welcome to Restorative Yoga with simple at-home props. So some of you are used to taking my name's Bridget, some of you are used to taking my restorative yoga class on Friday nights where we get all supported and propped up on our props and we lay and listen to soft music for anywhere from 8 to 20 minutes at a time before we switch to the next pose. Super supported, right? But now we're practicing virtually and not everybody is at a yoga studio with bolsters, blankets, blocks, everything available to you. But that doesn't mean that your restorative yoga practice can't keep going and keep thriving. And for those of you that are new to restorative yoga, I'll talk a little bit about what it is. So restorative yoga is all about relaxing. It's all about letting go of the tension in the body, letting go of the tension in the mind, and really connecting into the breath, right? It is a physical practice, not in an efforted practice, right? But the effort is really in just being able to relax and let go. So we put our bodies into positions that allow the breath to travel, that allow a little bit of awareness in the body in a different way. And we're fully supported, so there's no work in the body at all. And in fact, if you feel work, that means you're not propped up enough. And then we wait, and we wait for the relaxation effects to kick in. And that takes about 8 minutes for the body to relax, to truly relax. And a crazy little fact is that we don't even relax when we're sleeping, right? Who here has like vivid dreams? I have crazy vivid dreams, right? And sometimes I wake up even more tired than when I went to bed because I've tossed and I've turned and my mind has just continued to go. So restorative yoga allows us to truly find rest. It allows the nervous system to ground so wonderfully that then our sleep is better, our mood is better, the way that we respond throughout our day is better, right? And who doesn't need that, right? Especially on times when life is unexpected and unknown, right? We really need to be able to ground and really stay supported and in that present moment. So this is how we do restorative yoga at home. I am in my living room. Welcome to my living room, what I'm allowing you to see, right? And so if you're going to be practicing restorative yoga at home, I just recommend a few things. A quiet space, right? I've kicked the kid off to bed, the husband and the dog upstairs, so that hopefully there's not any distractions, right? So you want to try to find a place with as few distractions as possible. You want to turn off your phone, turn off your TV, turn off anything that could disturb you during your practice, right? So that you can really focus. You're also going to need a little timer. And maybe if you want to play soft music, then you can play soft music. Otherwise, silence is power, right? And really being able to let go of sound and distraction is a key component to restorative yoga. So that is a personal preference that I'm going to leave up to you. I am leaving music off for tonight, just so that we can really focus and ground. So for tonight, I'm going to show you how to get into these postures, and then you can pause the video and stay there yourself. Instead of me being in the postures with you, I thought I would leave this up to you. So you know if you have an hour or if you have 2 hours. And so you know really how long you can stay in these poses. I recommend 8 to 20 minutes, right? A true restorative practice, you want to let the body get into that relaxation effect within the postures. And I'll tell you with each posture what I recommend that you stay in it for. And then you can make that choice yourself. You can set your timer, you can pause the video, set your timer, and then we'll come back together and I'll show you the next pose, okay? So, for my props tonight, first of all, I have some super comfy clothes on, right? Something that I can really relax in, that's not bothering me and I have to move and shift. I have some crazy comfy socks. I am practicing on my rug, which is nice and soft. So if you have a soft, cushy blanket or somewhere that you can really, don't do it in your bed though, because then you'll fall asleep. This is not about falling asleep. If you fall asleep, don't worry. But we're really trying to stay somewhat present with the breath during these practices, but we want to be comfortable. So I have my nice rug. I have two, and I don't know if you can see it because my couches are both the same color, but this is a couch cushion. And I have a second one of these as well. So I'm using two couch cushions for my couch that's over here off to the side. And I will use the couch behind me. I have two couch pillows and two bed pillows and two throw blankets. Yeah? So if you have all or a combination of those laying around your house, and then I also have this really great eye mask, right? Just a regular eye mask that you use to sleep in, just to block out any extra light in the room so that your eyes aren't trying to play tricks on you and your mind doesn't kick in. So if you don't have some of these things, right, you can do more bed pillows, you can do more couch cushions, couch pillows, couch cushions, whatever you've got laying around, kind of a makeshift of all of these things, just so we've got enough support. Okay? All right, let's get going. So, first posture we're going to come into is a Supta Baddha Konasana. So, I'm going to, for this posture, I'm going to take two pillows and stack them just like this. Then, I'm going to try to show you guys a side view of this. Then, my couch cushion on a nice diagonal. Okay. Then, I'm going to take one of my blankets and set it up so that the kind of corner edge is a little bit off, a little bit on the blanket, so that this goes right in between my shoulder blades there, and that little bump. That's your cervical 7, your C7 vertebrae. It's right the place where your cervical spine and your thoracic spine meet. And it's a very vulnerable part of your spine. So we want that to be completely supported as you're laying back. If you want a little extra support, you can also flip this up for just a little bit of extra cushion. Then my one pillow goes here, the other pillow goes on the other side, and my other couch cushion is going to go right here in front of me between my legs. Yeah? So then, what happened to my eye pillow? I think it got lost in transit. There it is. Okay. So then I'm going to lie back. I'm going to rest my head back. I'm going to put my knees on the couch cushion with my feet together. My arms go off to this side with my palms slightly up. The pinky's a little bit more down than the palms. My chin is tucked just slightly. You can put your eye pillow on. Okay. And then we just allow some weight, some breath. So go ahead and get yourself set up in this pose. Get all of, here I'll sit off to the side for a second so you can see what I've got set up, right? Two bed pillows with a couch cushion, a blanket, two couch pillows, and another couch cushion here, right? And then my eye pillow. So get yourself all set up for this posture. Take a look at it, right? And then go ahead and pause the video. Set yourself a timer for 10 to 15 minutes in this pose. So if you have a little extra time, go for the 15. It's really worth it on this posture. This posture is wonderful for anxiety, right? any kind of anxious feelings. If your day has been really, really up here, we don't want to drop you down super fast. So this is a nice transition from the day to the night pose. The feet are a little elevated, so you get a little action through the legs as well with some circulation benefits. So get set up 10 to 15 minutes in this pose. All right, enjoy it. Okay, if you just come back from that first posture, I hope it was wonderful for you. And so we'll move into our second, right? And I'm gonna start talking a little bit softer because I want you to keep that grounded energy and remember just to stay soft even as you transition in between the postures here. Okay, so we're already set up just like this. We're almost exactly how we need to be. Except for we're just gonna scoot away one of these pillows so that we're not at such a high incline. We're gonna start bringing the body down a little bit more. And so from here, I'm gonna place my pillows up a little higher, kind of stacked up to be a little higher. My blanket is just gonna fold and go right here on top of the couch cushion. Okay, I'm gonna put this other couch cushion just off to the side for now. And what I'm gonna do is then take this pillow and it's gonna go in between my knees because I'm coming into a twist. And I'm gonna show you this way, but I want you to start on your right hip, okay? So that you twist to the right first. So I'm gonna sit right up at the edge of this bolster, of this couch cushion. I'm gonna put my other pillow in between my knees and my feet to keep my hips in the proper alignment. Then I'm gonna take a nice big breath in, and I'm gonna turn as I exhale. And then release and fold. My arms are gonna come out to the sides and let my elbows kind of dangle. And then you can either keep your head in the same direction or lift it up and turn it in the opposite. Yeah. And so this is a twist, and then after you've done 8 minutes in this side, you're gonna turn around and do the other side. So you'll just carefully, let me show you this transition. You're gonna roll up through the spine, and you're gonna turn very carefully to the other side. Yeah. And then still pillow between the knees, turning towards the bolster, the couch cushion, laying forward and resting. And then again, when you come up, we roll up through the spine and we turn it back to center. Yeah. All right, so get yourself set up. So again, one blanket, one couch cushion on a diagonal line, a blanket here just to give your head a little bit more elevation than the torso. Your pillows on either side to allow the elbows to dangle. So our hands are gonna be like this, yeah. This pillow between the knees and the feet. You want your hip right up against the edge of that bolster, right? And you wanna turn on your exhale, yeah. So you make some space, you wring out the breath, and then you fold. Right? And your head can turn in either direction that allows everything to just let go. Right? Remember, we're trying to find as little tension here as possible. Actually, no tension. So, get yourself set up. Set your timer for 8 minutes. 8 to 10 minutes, okay? So 10's your extreme if you're pushing towards that extra time and you've got the time tonight. So 8 to 10 minutes, set your timer. Then come up, turn to the other side, 8 to 10 minutes on that side. and then come back and join me for the next posture. Enjoy it. All right, so now you've done the twist on both sides. Hopefully you're starting to feel really grounded. We're starting to get some breath moving in some different parts of the body. And so from here, we're gonna keep this as it is. You'll turn towards the bolster, towards the couch cushion, and we're gonna slide our legs to either side, yeah? So that your legs are wide, your knees are bent, feet in, and then we're gonna tuck the blankets underneath your knees, yeah? And so you might have some extra space here, right? So we're gonna take that other pillow, stuff it in right like this, yeah? And fold forward, okay? Now, if you find that this is a little strained in your upper back, we can take the other blanket and fold forward onto it, yeah? So we find a nice little rounding in the upper back, but the head is soft and supported. And make sure that the knees have support under them. And so it's just a nice soft forward fold. So same setup as the twist, right? With just the extra pillow, the extra blanket, and those pillows underneath your knees, yeah? Bed pillow, couch pillows, or combination of those, yeah? And if you find that you're kind of way back here, then just take another like little pillow and stick it underneath your bum to get a little higher, and that might help you fold forward a little bit more as well, if you have just another little kind of thinner pillow or another throw blanket. All right, so go here. You can even, for this one, this eye pillow likes to run away on me. You can put your eye pillow on for this one as well. Here we go. And to come out of this, we're going to turn the head to center, roll up through the spine, and then just find a nice tall spine. Okay? And if anytime during the time that you've set, your neck feels available to it, you can just lift it up and turn it to the opposite side so that we can even out the cervical spine. So this pose, again, I recommend about 8 to 10 minutes. So you can set your timer up for that. Soft music going, eye pillow on your eyes, right? And enjoy this forward fold, and I'll see you after 8 to 10 minutes. Welcome back from your forward fold. Hopefully that felt available to your body. But remember, if something doesn't feel available, again, it needs to either be propped up more, or maybe it's just not the right pose for you today. Yeah. So next, I'm going to show you how to set up for a back bend. Yeah. So I'm going to use my couch cushions. So I'm going to set aside my blankets and my pillows. Just gonna set them off to the side for now. So I'm going to try to figure out if my camera is wide enough to do this with you. I'm going to show you on one couch cushion, but here's what I want you to do. I want you to set up two really long to lay your whole body on. So earlier, I'll show you this actually after I show you the side setup. I was doing this with both of my couch cushions this way and my feet on my couch. I'll show you that after I show you this. So I'm going to come onto the couch cushion, okay? And then I'm going to lay back so that the edge of this couch cushion hits right here at the spot where my shoulder blades, like right at the edge of the shoulder blades. So here, your shoulders are hovering off of the ground, yeah? And then my arms just go out to the sides. And so it might look like a really extreme back bend, but it's not too crazy. But I want you to just notice that my shoulders are off the ground, right? I'm not trying to scoot back so far that my shoulders are all the way on the ground. This is about hovering those shoulders and the edge just being right where the edge of the scapula is, right at that bottom little base of your scapula. Yeah? And then your head is just on the ground. And the arms are out. And you start to really soften all of this right here. All of the rib cage, all of the chest, and let it all go. Yeah? So let me show you real quick how I did this using my couch. Okay? So I took one couch cushion against the couch. The other couch cushion against the couch. Yeah? So see, I'm making like a person. Yeah? So, and then, here's what I did. I just sat here on the edge, scooted back as far as I need to so you can see where my shoulders are hitting. Right? And you can see how my shoulders are off of the ground. They're floating off of the ground. And then I extend my legs, and for me it fits kind of perfect because my feet are right on my couch, feeling super supported by the couch. My arms are out to the side. And your legs can be whatever width apart makes sense for your pelvis today. They don't have to be all the way together, especially if you have a wider couch cushion, because then you've got lots of space. So they can really find ease. All right, and to come out of this, we're going to bend the knees and carefully walk the feet over and then roll to your right side. All right, so get yourself set up, two cushions in a line, laying back into this back bend. And again, if this back bend is not in your restorative practice today, then that's great, no worries, right? But a nice open back bend is really awesome, and to be supported by a cushion is really cool. So get yourself set up here. Here we go, very simple setup. Yeah. Set your timer here for about 8 minutes, I think is good for you. Yeah, maybe even 5, depending on how you're feeling. We might be able to cut this one back a little bit, depending on how you're feeling tonight. And so 5 to 8 minutes we'll say for this one. All right, so get yourself set up. Set that timer for 5 to 8 minutes. Maybe you're setting it for 5 and then you're like, wait, I don't want to get out. I want to stay longer. There is no time limit in these poses. You are welcome to stay as long as you want. This is your practice at home. So you're getting to listen to your own body. You're getting to stay as long as you want. That's the cool thing about being at home. So enjoy, and I'll see you after this pose. back bend. I hope it was supported enough for you. And so next we're going to come into Vipariti Karani, which is typically legs up the wall pose, but Vipariti Karani just translates as inverted action, right? So we're getting the legs up, we're softening, we're taking weight out of pressure off of the heart, we are grounding the nervous system really deeply, right? So this is my my favorite pose to do right before Shavasana, because Shavasana, Vipariti Karani, and then Shavasana are wonderful preparations for sleep. So if you experience any kind of insomnia, problem sleeping, those crazy vivid dreams at night, right? The body won't rest, the nervous system can't fully ground, then taking a few moments for a Vipariti Karani and or a Shavasana before bed, because Shavasana may look like sleep, but it's not, right? It's really about that simple focus of ground and attention. So, but Vipariti Karani, you can even do it in the middle of the night. You can put your legs up your bed headboard onto the wall, take a few breaths there, yeah? But tonight we're gonna do it against the couch. So, this one I have to do with my back towards you, but your couch cushions can just go off to the side, right? We don't need those anymore, unless they came off of the couch that you're using, and then maybe you want to put them back, but I used them off of a separate couch, so I'm going to just kind of set them up here to the side, okay? I'm going to use my two couch pillows, yeah, throw pillows, if you will, and toss them right beside me. And I'm going to use one blanket. Actually, I'm going to use both blankets. And one you want just kind of in this size fold. And that's going to go very close to your couch. The other one we want to find, again, in that triangular shape so that it goes, see if I can show you, right here, yeah, right to support that C7, okay? So, from here, oh, and my eye pillow as well. From here, what I like to do is swing my legs onto my couch, put the backs of my knees on the edge of the couch, start to lay back, lift my hips, and slide my blanket underneath my sacrum, right? Not down at my tailbone and not at my low back, but right underneath the SI joints that are right there on either side of the sacrum, right? And then my blanket can slide underneath C7 for a little bit of extra cushion. My eye pillow can come onto my eyes. And then these pillows just come under the wrist and the hand. So the upper arm and the elbow are on the ground, and the wrist and the hand are elevated so that the whole shoulder joint gets to soften. And from here again, you can take the legs as wide as makes sense for your hips. So you just let everything kind of release down. This can also be done up a wall if you have a wall handy, but I love using a couch for this. All right, so I'm going to come out of it. I'm going to slowly bring my knees in. I'm going to roll to my right side. And I'm going to come up and I'm going to let you see how I set up. Yeah, so one blanket, another blanket, two pillows, yeah, and an eye pillow. And that's really all you need, right? So get set up, get that pillow positioned right under C7, get your hips just slightly elevated. Don't worry if if your blanket's thicker than mine, that's actually great. No problem. You can take very thick. You can take a pillow underneath your hips if you need to, instead of a blanket, right? And so for this one, I'm going to challenge you to take 15 to 20 minutes for this pose. Yeah, so this one, the longer the better, right? If you can take 20, if you've got that time right now, go for it. All right, so set your timer, get yourself in position, get ready to breathe, and I'm gonna see you after 15 to 20 minutes. All right, enjoy. All right, welcome back from that Viparini Karani pose. So now here comes Shavasana. Yeah. So the only props that I'm asking you to take for Shavasana is that same blanket right underneath your head that you just had in Viparita Karani. The same position right under C7. And then if your knees, or if your hips are feeling, or low back is feeling at all tight at the end of this practice, then you can take one of your bed pillows right underneath the knees. It's also nice to take those pillows, those couch pillows, right underneath the wrists again, right? So I'll show you this setup. Let me scoot a little bit so you can see just how I'm getting set up. So I'm going to take this blanket right underneath C7. I'm going to take my wrists right underneath on my pillow. And just really start to let go. So you get yourself set up in whatever Shavasana works for you. Right? And I'm going to sit here with you for Shavasana. And I'm going to hold space. So you don't even have to set a timer for this one, because we're just going to be in this one together. Okay? So get yourself all set up, laying down on your back, with whatever props or support under you makes sense. Your eye mask can be back over your eyes if you want to continue closing off the light. And I suggest here that you turn off any music that you might have already had playing, so that we really savor and soak in that quiet. And we allow this entire practice to seep into the body in a deeper way. We allow the body to take in what information it's been given and utilize it. Let it fill every crevice of the body, learning to find ground, learning to find relaxation and peace in a deeper, new way. So just let your mind watch your breath. Let your breath watch your body. And let the body go. Here, all in your Shavasana. just to deepen your breathing. Start with the simple action of deeper breath. And let that start to awaken the awareness inside of the body. And from that awakening, you can begin to move fingers, move toes, ankles, wrists very slowly, very easy. And then let your knees just bend and roll to your right side, and the right arm can come alongside your ear just to use as a little cushion. And then press your left hand down in front of you and roll very slowly up through the spine, letting your head dangle and be the last piece of the puzzle. And then find yourself in a tall vertical spine. The eyes can still be closed or just have a soft gaze downward in front of you, perhaps. Notice the effects that this practice might have had on you today. And know that this practice is ready and waiting for you at any time. And that the wonderful repercussions of this practice are also there. Deeper sense of peace, deeper sense of ground, better sleep, less stress. And so I hope that you come back to this practice regularly, joining me perhaps, or just recalling from this video some of the poses that we did today. And I always thank you and wish you peace, love, and light. Namaste.